There's a repair that's going to take a lot of work and energy. Anonymous, are you okay with that?
Yes!
Are you okay with doing more than just protesting?
Yes!
Clean up your streets and be a part of your community and get your community active again. It takes you to go out there and pick up some trash and a mask to see if somebody else does, and if they don't, that's fine. You did.
Right.
You did. If you want to better the world, better yourself. Small steps, okay? There's a lot that we can do to work on. I know I can work on a lot of things. Sometimes I get a little outrageous and I say, fuck Hillary Clinton, and somewhere in the crowd someone's gonna vote for her. I don't know why, but that's their right. That's the point of being free. You know what I'm saying? We have to be aware of each other and not just aware of ourselves and our own needs. That's the problem. We're so sucked into me syndrome that we forgot about that there's other people here. And I need you. So I'm not only an anonymous, I'm asking your help because I'm afraid of what's going to happen. As much as I could be hacking into anything, that information that we give out takes our lives. So I'm asking for your help, Anonymous, whatever your names are behind those masks, to be a part of this community because it's our community. I'm afraid for my nieces and nephews and their children. I'm afraid for my own life. I didn't think we would see it in this time, and that laziness, well, it's not going to happen to me. It is. So, did you need to say something? Sorry, I smoke a lot of meth, and they call me because I'm actually a stand-up comic. You should see my comedy completely different from this, so don't judge. But like I said, these police officers, you know, we could sit there and point and talk trash. We needed them. Yeah. We ran a march that was not very well put together, and we did it. We did it. So next year, it would be 3 times this amount. Yeah. But what I want to see is, what is it going to look like next year? What is this planet going to look like? Are we going to be in the same spot? Are we really going to make a fucking difference? The problem is as an anon of 8 years, yes, we get information out, but nothing is being done. So what do we do to change what we didn't do last year and the year before? What can we do now?
We need more numbers.
I need to see more masks out on the streets is what I need to do. I need to see more people showing themselves that Anonymous isn't just around November 5th. We're around November 3rd. We're around November 2nd. We're here on every 365 days a year. But if we want people to change,
yeah,
we have to show some sort of leadership, in a sense. We have to go out there and clean our community. We have to go
we have to lead by example.
A part of, you know what I do? I take my food stamps and I feed U District. And I don't have, I mean, like I said, I have cancer. I don't have a job. I choose not to work, not because I don't want to work, but because I don't want my tax dollars going to harm other people. And I get looked at as a lazy person, which I can be, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Which isn't the case. You tell people like, oh, you're crazy. No, I'm not crazy. And eventually, yes. And in order to make a difference, you have to lead by example.
Actions speak louder than words.
Absolutely correct. I can tell you I love you, but am I doing anything to prove that I love you? If you want change, you have to show that you want change and to get change. I stayed homeless in tents in U District. I'll tell you what, there is a fucking problem. I sat in those tents. It is not okay. I go to the food bank and food's expired, which tells me A, there's an abundance or we'd be up to date, and B, you know what expired food does to the elderly and children?
Kills them.
There's a reason why nutrition is a big factor here while people are getting hungry, because if the brain doesn't fucking get food, we just do whatever we're told.
Fucking droves.
So we have to, and I'm telling you what, I also go into the food bank and living homeless, a lady from the food bank was giving out pamphlets of free dentistry, free this, free that, which means people are giving their time. So I don't want to hear, oh, well, we don't have donations. A lady got some donations. How did she get it and how do we get it? I'll tell you what, if we all went to the city council meeting like this, you don't think there's going to be some changes? You notice that laws are getting passed. You're like, what law is being passed? Like, medical marijuana, 30% of recreational, where is that going to? To what? Ask your government officials. I want your books. You guys get mine once a year. Where's yours?
We have the right to.
We have the right.
Right.
But going alone is okay. We need to stick together more than just this day.
Yes.
This
Every
needs to
day.
be a consistent thing. If we're not consistent, how do you think the 1% is getting by? It's like the Raiders versus any other football team in the world. I'm not kidding, but why is the 1% beating 99% of the world?
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't. Think about it. Take 100% of your fingers. This one evil, creepy corruption, but they're doing it. So we can talk all the shit they want, but they are winning. Why? Because they're consistent. They make a goal and they stick to it. And they have a goal. They have an agenda. They have an outline.
It's called the New World Order. Is what
It's called the New World Order, and they're doing it.
They don't care.
That
who-
1% has been able to rob every single one of us, and we have blindly let them. So now we take those reins back. They're not expecting us to go and clean our parks. They're expecting us to do these protests, go home, and back to our Facebooks and our shitty jobs. We're getting treated like shit. Watching family-owned businesses getting torn apart. Watching our school systems go because they know we're not going to do anything about
We
it.
don't want an educated public. An uneducated public is easier to control.
Absolutely.
Right, exactly.
They found a loophole and they are taking it. And I can't tell you this, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I mean, if you're able to get without any repercussions, wouldn't you? I mean, as corrupt as it is, it's smart, it's strategic,
Well,
it's
it's
consistent.
easier to herd a flock of sheep than a flock of wolves.
Unless those sheep wake up.
Like that's what they want is the flock of sheep.
Because a dangerous flock of sheep could be dangerous when they turn around and go, we're not fucking going anywhere. And just stand there. We could be the cow and be the cattle. I don't want to,
Well, I'm not no damn
but I will be without my brothers and sisters. This sky is a roof. We have to live together. We have to. So we can make a difference or just be part of the problem. And then next year, there's no point in doing this.
Be the fucking change. Don't be the problem.
Don't just say the change, be the change.
Right.
Go in your communities. No, we are not perfect. Yes, we are going to throw things on the ground. Just be aware. And, be aware. Be aware, is that argument worth it? Am I really doing anything to be a part of better my community? What have I done in the last year to better? Why? What am I allowing? Because of fear. We're afraid we're going to lose our jobs. We're going to be afraid of being homeless. Well, guess what? We're all going there. And as being homeless, I'll tell you what, I've never been treated so great and disgusting at the same time. We're all $1 away from being fucking homeless.
That's just
How
it.
many of you worry every day about being fed or your fucking bills? How many of you have health issues because of it? How many of you are fucking afraid of the next 3 days and what's going to come from that?
Yeah, you are literally.
Do you
one
want to live
paycheck
every day and go, I wish I
away
could have,
from
I
being
should have, and live in
homeless.
fear? Or do you want to let the president be accountable? We the people, for the people, by the people. We're put there by us to work for us. And if not, then you are fucking fired. And I know you don't like the word fuck, but I'm sorry because everything else hasn't worked.
I love the word fuck.
I mean, I want to be heard, but I can't without. My voice isn't going to carry. You know
Our
that.
voices will.
Just in the small group, you guys couldn't hear me in the back. But when we did it together, could you guys hear us from the back?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Hey, this is our problem, not my problem.
We just
So
gotta
we can
use our
either
voice.
fix it or we fucking die.
The thing is, it's also a problem for people that aren't even aware of it. Not just us, other people that don't know.
We have a problem with people that are aware of it and don't do anything about it. So we can't be mad at them if we don't do something about it. We have to give a reason for people to fight. We have to. Our jobs as Anons was to prove corruption. Well, what gets frustrating, and I tell you what, Julian Assange too, is that we put our lives out there, and people are still like, what do I do? Fucking use your voice, my
Right.
friends. Stand the fuck up. If I were to come into your house and go, give me your fucking money, would you allow me to? It's what they're doing right now. It's what they're going to every one of your homes. They're telling you, you can and you can't, and you. To the point where we're just like this, and it's tiring. It's tiring. And everyone is being affected, and the years after us are they're being punished for the fact that we aren't growing some levels. If we are afraid in numbers, trust me, there's nothing to fear, you guys. It's 1%.
1%.
And if you love that 1%, we can become 100%. Are we going to put them in prisons? I mean, are we going to repeat the same fucking thing? Don't you think that this repetitive shit is getting us fucking nowhere? We're going to be back here in the next, this is going to be the 60s.
Let's think
Again,
outside the box.
my brother said there's no way there is going to be concentration camps. So I put a picture of Auschwitz and I said, not again? Not again? Are you sure? Are you kidding me?
It just looks different.
No, he
It's got
said
a
it
big
never
label
happened.
on
I
it.
said it never happened or it's not going to happen again. Because I guarantee you, our tax dollars paid for the camps that they are ready. And trust me, if they have those camps, they know exactly what they're going to do to put us in it.
And by the way, when the New World Order comes around, they're going to give everybody an RFID chip. And they're going to say that food and water is not acceptable if you do not have that chip. You will not get food or water if you don't have that chip. That is the mark of the beast, is what it is. We don't need to take that.
And don't be fooled by the fucking water drought. Anybody seen the picture of the planet?
It's all water.
Give me a fucking
water.
Give me a break. When people are like, well, the salt, there's laser beams that go into people's bodies to fix them. Yes, we're not in a drought. We're not overpopulated in humanity. We are underpopulated in humanity. I said, no, what I meant to say, we're not overpopulated humans, we're underpopulated in humanity. We need to fucking start treating each other a little bit fucking better and start talking to each other with some kindness and some fucking respect and some fucking love. It can't just be on the 5th. We can't just go, oh, the man, we don't know what that's about. No, we need to do it. We need to do it. It is within ourselves. When we separate and we're not a group anymore and we're by ourselves, what are you doing? What am I doing? You have to ask, what is Havok doing to do the right thing for my family? I have to trust in you. My government has failed me. The 1% is beating 99% of the world. That is ridiculous.
It's unacceptable as well.
We are smart, beautiful people.
And the key to that is they trust each other. The 1% trust each other.
They do.
Key. That's where they're winning. I mean, come on, can we win too?
Actually, Alan, you said something. The one thing the 1% does do is they worry about the family generations before and after. Okay? I hate to say it, but you don't take over the world because you're an idiot. We can talk shit about the Rothschilds, but they're like, ha ha ha, talk shit some more. And,
I just made another 5 billion.
But look, so if 1% could do it, yeah, speaking of Trump change, build a wall, people are like, yeah, that's a good idea.
That's our tax dollar.
Terrible idea.
I do the same thing. I see that crap all the time and I go, really, what is wrong with you people?
And I don't think Pink Floyd's going to get together for another album either, I guarantee you, okay?
Not for that cause. You think maybe the walls not to keep people from coming in and getting out?
That's the thing, because they want, that's where Donald Trump, see, that's what I'm saying. They're all in on it together. Just another way to fucking segregate. Just another way to keep us separated, because if we let another person aware of what the fuck is going on, that is a problem. That's why they got us in our Facebooks and our cell phones. Our necks are so like this. When's the last time anybody looked in someone's eyes?
It's been a long
Take
time.
your mask off. Look around. Look around at all the beautiful faces that are here.
Hey, you'll notice it too when you walk by people, they will not look at you. They'll either look at you or they'll look away. And sometimes when they do look at you, they don't look into your eyes. In fact, what are they doing?
They're judging you.
Looking down or looking to the side.
It's been proven that.
How many days are at Thanksgiving? How many more days are before Thanksgiving?
It's on the 24th. 18 days.
Alright.
The 24th or 25th?
Can I get some of you guys to help me with the park with U District cleanup?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will help you.
If you guys can't make it,
Contact.
then just let us know. Communicate. If you don't want to do it, be honest. I don't want to. And those who receive that message, let that person know it's okay. We'll be there. There's another cleanup. We have to make a fucking footprint. We have to.